Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Play to Find Out Perimeter. We are in our second episode. We had a premiere last week. It went very well, and we're all looking forward to getting back into Atlanta and seeing what the heck's going to be going on tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight as we play Urban Shadows and explore some weird modern fantasy stuff as we do. Before we get into it, let's talk with everybody, see how they've been doing over the past week. Alice, how are you?
Hi, I'm pretty good. I got a new haircut just yesterday and dyed it, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, not a whole lot's been up. Just, mostly been studying and such. But yeah, been hanging around.
Awesome. Cool. Any games or things or anything you've seen that were cool?
I'm trying to think of any recent media I've consumed. Honestly, I've mostly been on a podcast kick. I started listening to a podcast, which I would not recommend for any minors, called Going Down with the Ship, which it is a podcast based around picking two characters from two different pieces of fictional media and then coming up with a scenario in which they could be shipped, and then role playing out a scene of them shipping as role playing out the fic, and then ending it before they bone. And
awesome.
that podcast goes some fucking weird places.
How weird do they get with the pairings?
Okay, so Genji Shimada with Kamen, I don't remember his last name, from Gurren Lagann, plus that giant football robot mascot from Fox that it dances in like the beginning of Sunday Night Football games.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's named Cletus. It has some amount of canon. There is a Ford F-150 commercial in which they replaced steel Cletus with aluminum Cletus because they wanted a lighter weight football robot to advertise a lighter weight truck. I wish I was joking. But anyway, yes, all three of those get shipped, where Cletus is the pizza delivery boy because he got laid off. Yeah.
That okay. Okay. Cool.
Those episodes are not at all PG though.
Yeah, that's just.
Yes, definitely shipped
weirdly
to
entertaining.
a post office, just stuck in boxes,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's the weirdest shit.
Sweet.
Going down with the ship.
Awesome. Very cool.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcasts are awesome.
They are.
Yeah. Cool. And Leah, how are you? How have you been?
I'm doing well. It's puppy season again, so at work there are a lot of little puppies that are running around and they're peeing everywhere, but they're still cute. I started working on more fursuit masks, so
cool.
Yeah, has several designs that I can't wait to show you guys.
Awesome.
And my nieces and nephews are in town, and that's pretty much it.
Very, very cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Dylan, how about you? Anything cool going on?
Not a whole lot. I've also been on a podcast kick. I just started listening to, surprisingly, a less weird podcast, because I just picked up Rabbits today, which is it's kind of a mystery about a bizarre alternate reality game that consumes people's lives, and it's pretty neat.
Coolio. Awesome.
That sounds cool.
Also getting super hyped for Go Play Northwest next weekend.
I really wish I could go to that. It sounds like it's going to be a good time. Yeah,
It should be a good time. I went for my first time last year, and it was fantastic. So
awesome. Yeah, I know.
Excited to go again.
I know a lot of people around me in the internet land are going to that. So, and they're all very cool. So it sounds like it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, we're actually gonna because of Go Play, we're not gonna have an episode next week because half of our cast will be gone. So there'll be that, but they'll all be having a great time playing games in Seattle. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Also, you probably have noticed, but Alice Taftcat is not here tonight. Not entirely sure. I'm assuming something was going on. So we hope things are good, and maybe she'll join us in a bit when she gets back. But yeah.
All right.
We shall see. For now, I talked about this earlier today. We had the final episode of our Blades show, so that went really well. We kind of did like a finale-ish episode where it was just like some time skips and some scenes about where people ended up and like what stuff happened. I ended up dating a dragon, and pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good. Dating a dragon, and we both had similar political goals, so we aimed to take over like our huge sprawling city. So that was good things happened. And then we had talked about Blades, which is good. It is very good stuff. So
Such a good game.
that'll be up a few days or so. Last night I went to see I also plugged this earlier, but I want to plug it again because it was really good. I went and saw Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing good things about it.
It's very good. If you like heist movies, I highly recommend.
Yeah, I gotta find some time to see that soon.
Yeah, it's a very good heist movie. Like very heisty, and then it's like they throw some like actually good like comedy in there. Main character's got a lot of stuff going on. And then just a lot of good stuff happening. And if you couldn't tell by the name, it's about a getaway driver, and he's very good at what he does. So watching that is really fun. But yeah, highly recommended if you are able to get out and watch that, either theater or wait for it to come out. But yeah, it was very prevalent because I was comparing it to Blades because I was like the movie I was watching. I was like, yep. So he's a spider. He's the muscle. Yep. Okay, that was a desperate role and it went very badly. Okay, we'll see where this goes. Because my life is role playing games and I can't get away from them. Basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, that's cool. I haven't been getting too much stuff. I have been podcasting a little bit. I've gotten into I got into it a little while ago. But Friends at the Table, I got into that. I listened to Counterweight, and I've mostly through that. But I started their new season, where they're playing The Veil, and it sounds like it's gonna be really, really good. So I'm looking forward to that becoming more of a thing as they release more. Their like world building / character creation episode is out, and then they release like the first episode. So I need to finish up those, and then. But yeah, it's very good stuff. If you like role playing, actual play stuff, and
cool.
Need another podcast in addition to the other ones we've heard today.
If they're playing The Veil, I might try to check that out because it's one of those games that I think I've got a copy and I've read it and went, I have no idea what to do with it.
I kind of get that too. Yeah, yeah, it's a cool, weird sci-fi, cyberpunkish kind of game. And it sounds like they're doing some pretty cool stuff with it. Yeah, just another thing if you wanted to check that out. That's a thing. But yeah, sounds like we should get to playing. Awesome. So going into some Urban Shadows. So
I was just gonna ask if we're gonna kick it off with that session intro move.
Sorry. Let's see. We have some stuff from last time. I do like the idea of having, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the session intro move. So we can have some more stuff to follow up on. And now it can even be now you don't have to come up with a completely random thing. You can be just something connected to the last episode, or it can be a new thing. Yeah, whatever you want to do. It does. I like it. It's
Sure.
yeah. They basically they give you the option. So like if things are like super tense and you really want to get back to something, you don't have to do it. But like if you need some stuff to follow up on or like some branches to go down, it's a thing. It's a really cool thing. And plus, you guys all get XP for it. So there's that. I know you players are all dying for some XP. So
I mean, I could use that knight faction.
Awesome. So we'll just go around in the circle like we usually do. So Robin, who do you trust the least?
Don't feel like that's changed from Lionel, so.
Got it. All right, and then
all right.
Yeah, so Lionel, pick a faction for Robin to check. What ones do you have checked already?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. I can't see your character sheet.
I had power checked last game.
Nothing else, or
So power is the only one you have checked?
okay, got it.
Well then, maybe I will pick knight for you. See what other monsters and werewolves are up to.
Coolio.
And then I roll with knight.
Yes.
I'll just roll hit the streets, whatever works.
Ooh. So what is the rumor or conflict you've heard about involving knight?
Involving knight. I feel like I've heard a little something about a vampire somewhere around.
Yeah, we haven't seen vampires yet. Cool. Have you heard anything specific, or just kind of rumors that a vampire is out and about?
I think that they're eating domestic animals or draining them.
Oh, okay.
Is this like a new thing? Is there not usually a vampire in town? Like.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely not usually a vampire in town.
Cool, yeah.
So many domestic animals be disappearing.
Cool.
Interesting.
Where that goes.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Peaches, who do you trust the least?
Candyman.
Yeah, of course. And what factions do you have marked right now?
Mortality.
Just mortality, huh?
Yeah.
Well then, why not power this time? The
Alright.
wizards seem to be up to something.
Awesome.
What have you heard about those guys?
Yeah, what's the rumor or conflict you've heard about involving power?
Do I have to roll or no? Do I just?
Well, yes.
You're supposed to roll second.
Yeah. So, yeah, when you tell us the rumor you've heard about power, first. So again, power is like wizards, anything like involving like kind of like the top of the city. Wizards, I believe.
Oracles.
Like,
could
oracles.
Be a prophecy.
It could be like a prophetical kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard a prophecy or the word of it. I don't know how true it is, but there's a guy who smells suspiciously like fries who's walking around, and supposedly he's supposed to bring fire.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of fire, but fries, fire. I guess they go together to a certain extent, but whatever it is, we should be prepared.
Are you sure that's a prophecy, not just an accident at a restaurant?
I mean,
were
could
you
be both.
watching TV and heard a McDonald's advertisement?
I don't
So
know.
it could be both.
Awesome, cool. So yeah, and now roll with your power. So you can
Alright.
either do the /2d6 or on your sheet check under factions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do either one of those things. 8, cool. So within power, now we get to do some stuff with debts. So
Okay.
on a 7 to 9, you're neck deep in it. You owe someone in that faction a debt, and someone in that faction owes a debt to you.
So are you mixed up in this prophecy somehow?
With the fry man?
So who did you hear? Who did you hear the prophecy from? Maybe that's the person that either owes you or you owe them.
A woman wearing a tortoise shell as a hat.
Oh, alrighty then. Do you know her name, or do you just know her as tortoise, the tortoise shell lady?
Her name to me is Tortoise, but she probably has a name, but I don't know it.
Okay, awesome. Do you think you owe her or she owes you? Did you like save her from something, or like was telling you the prophecy helping you?
I gave her the bones so she can help tell the prophecy.
Okay, so she owes you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Owes 1 to Peaches, and then who do you think you owe in power? Is it like a wizard or something that helped you out and you owe them, or do you owe the favor back to Tortoise? Let's see. We have some power people in play. Let's see.
I know of at least one.
Actually, let me look at something before
I guess there's one implied, because I know I have a contact with Bartholomew, who was apparently the assistant to an important wizard / politician.
Yeah. Bartholomew was
So
let's see. There's Bartholomew. I have
there's
some.
Bartholomew's boss as well, whoever that is.
Yeah. How about I guess if you're open to suggestions, so you've done like kind of jobs for people, like where you I know like Lionel hired you to go to infiltrate that place and grab that his item.
I don't know if hired is the right word. But...
you know. Peaches did a thing, it happened.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a thing for you. There is a man named Jacques who maybe gave you some information for one of those, or helped you out in some way. I guess maybe on one of the missions, maybe giving you information or like giving you away in somewhere might be appropriate. Do you like that, or do you have another idea?
Oh, that works.
Okay, cool. Got it. So you owe Jacques.
Did he give you something related to your revenge quest or something like?
Oh yeah, that could be it too. Like maybe
clue or a lead or something.
Yeah, something like that. We can we can leave it vague for now if you want to, and we can figure out what that means when we want to explore that. Maybe just like we can leave it as like gave you a clue or a direction or like something to look into for your revenge. Cool, awesome. So now Lionel, who do you trust the least?
This time I think it's Peaches, actually. After that encounter with the cop, I was like, oh geez, this kid kind of unreliable, can't keep a secret.
Awesome. And then what factions do you have marked?
I have Wild and Mortality marked.
Okay. So Peaches, could you please pick one of the other factions for Lionel? So then either Night or Power.
You're picking power for everyone, so why don't you have power too?
That's the one that's easy for me to mark. All right. That's also the one with cool rumor potential, though.
Got it. Okay, cool. So yeah, Lionel, what is a rumor conflict you've heard about?
Well, we mentioned that there's some sort of power struggle going on within the Wizards last time.
Yep.
So, I think maybe I've heard is there do I know anything about what their power structure's like? Is there an archmage? Is there a circle of elders or something?
I haven't decided yet. I know I've been I kind of like some sort of like council or whether there's like a chairperson or something like that, but like having like a kind of like there's the city council and then there's the secret city council of mages and powered people. I kind of like having because I also like I've seen it in things where like it's just like the hidden wizardry world is very, very bureaucratic and very, very like electoral and stuff. I like that a lot. So I like the idea of having like an elected wizardry council that is kind of like the in charge of all the magic stuff, and like so yeah, I think there's like a council of like 7, because 7's a magic number or whatever, of like seven magical people in this like hidden council that like also kind of controls the city, and probably has like fingers in the open city council or whatever, and like the mayor and everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I think the rumor I've heard is that one of the 7 has fallen terribly ill.
Okay.
And hasn't been seen for 2 weeks.
Cool.
And rumor is there's a new seat on the council opening up soon.
Got it.
And then I will roll plus power. Power, and let's just use the hit the streets. Oh no!
Ooh, all right. That was a 4.
All
so, you are. Let's see, what's that?
Flat-footed, unprepared, or unaware.
Yep, flat-footed, unprepared, or caught unaware. The MC will tell you who is coming at you. Alrighty.
Well, that's pretty funny, because I think the first thing I wanted to do was go talk to Bartholomew and be like, "What's going on with the wizards, man?"
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Cool. Yeah. So I think we so the show comes in. We get like the intro of it, where it's kind of like a bunch of like sweeping shots of Atlanta with whatever this and stuff. And then where are you going to meet Bartholomew? Have you like called him in advance, or you're just going to his office or something?
I think I'm scheduling a meeting with him. Yeah, maybe it's at his office.
Okay.
I think so. Bartholomew owes me because I've been providing him with some sort of mystical doodads.
Yeah. He seeks items of power.
I think we said in character creation we talked about, what was it, Bezors?
Yeah, the Bezors, the weird like stuff that people get people get
human
pulled out of
stomachs,
them.
Yeah.
That's like.
And I think I'm picturing it as like there's something he needs, like almost an addiction. So I think like I've held off for a while to make sure that not so it's obvious that I'm cutting him off, but just so that he's a little desperate.
Okay.
But cool. I'm also making sure to show up with like a really good one. Be like, oh, don't worry, it was worth the wait.
Got it. Cool. Okay.
So I want him to feel both like desperate for what I'm providing and really happy with what he's got. Right.
Yep. Awesome.
Just,
so yeah,
just to emphasize the power dynamic in this relationship.
Awesome. Yeah. So you pull up kind of like in the downtown area where those are kind of like the it's not like at City Hall, but there's like a bigger like building where kind of like the city, like a bunch of city workers work. Because he's the aide to the head of urban planning.
Yeah, he's in the city planning office or something.
Yeah, like the city, like I imagine like a taller building with like each floor is like a thing. So like the like the 5th floor or whatever is the urban planning offices or whatever. Yeah, so we see you like pulling up in your Bentley and heading up there. Yeah, so you come in. It's kind of like it looks like any other office, like plain muted colors and like an off-white in the wall. Desks. Like it's a very it's like a closed off layout, kind of like there's like cubicles and stuff, and people have like offices where like there's not a lot of glass. Like there's just like a few windows. There's not a lot of like light coming in from outside or anything like that. Yeah, so you come in and then like speak with his like the kind of the front desk person, and they let you back. They call back and let Bartholomew know that you're here.
Sure.
And I think he comes out to greet you. So he comes back from his office. He's got on like a fairly normal suit, like jacket, nice pants, nice shoes, like a navy suit with kind of like a lighter blue shirt and like a matching tie and such. Like very kind of like a shorter haircut. He's got like he's fairly pale. Darker hair. He's got glasses on. And he comes out and like
Mhm.
gives a guy like, hey, Lionel, hey, nice to see you.
Mhm. Yeah, it's been too long, hasn't it?
It definitely has. You thirsty?
Mhm.
Want coffee, juice, anything?
Just water is fine.
Water. Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so he like leads you back.
Yeah.
And there's like a little like kitchen section where like he like get you a glass of water, and then he leads you back to his
Mhm.
office. And as you're walking, he's just like giving you like the fake small talk conversations
Yeah.
kind of thing where it's like, oh, it's been a scorcher recently, hasn't it? Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Can't even believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah, just like that kind of talk
Yeah.
as he goes back. Like almost being a little loud, like whether it's like
Mhm.
so people hear him talking like this with you or something.
Yeah.
As you're walking back, and then he like gets to his office, shuts the door, and snaps his
Mhm.
finger, and then like a rune kind of appears on the door.
Mhm.
And like it's not like he's about to attack you thing. It's a
Yeah.
like you recognize it as like a
It's like a
it's
secrecy
a
or
magical
something,
lock,
right?
so like
Yeah.
people can't like put their ear up to the door and listen or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Exactly. It's a cone of silence.
Yeah, basically cone of silence kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he like snaps his finger and like the like this like weird moving rune kind of appears on the door.
Mhm.
And he like and he kind of like almost like shakingly like puts his hands on your shoulders, and it's like, okay, what do you got for me?
And again, like, just sit down, be patient, and like I'm taking my time to like sit down at his desk, and I get out my bag and like take some. Yeah,
Okay,
I take
I'm
out
cool,
this
I'm
jar like
I'm cool.
with something unspeakable in it, and like set it down on the desk. But I set it down near me. I don't like push it over.
Yeah. So he like you like sit
Like-
down in the front. He
Mhm.
walks around to his seat, takes
Yeah.
like sits down and like yeah. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like kind of like a smoker who hasn't had a like
Yeah.
hasn't had a cigarette in like a little while. Like he's not like
Like he's
jumping
watching it, not me.
right. Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah.
he's like talking, but he's like his eyes are on the thing. Like
Mhm.
he's not to like the point of like he's gonna just nab it from you, but
Yeah.
he's definitely like, okay, there it is. I just need to get it.
Yeah.
He's like,
So
all right,
so
yeah,
Bartholomew,
good.
I thought since we were friends,
Yeah, we're
maybe
buddies.
maybe you could do me a little favor. I've been hearing some troublesome rumors about your boss and his peers, and this kind of instability, can it can pose risks and opportunities to a businessman like myself.
Everything is fine, okay? There's nothing crazy going on. Like it's us. I mean, what are we gonna just let things fall to pieces? No, that's not us.
Mhm.
And like, yeah, his eyes are on that instead of like eyes being on you and like occasionally looking down. His eyes are on it, and he
Yeah.
occasionally looks up at you,
Yeah.
like just eyes shoot up and then
Like,
back down.
I'm not suggesting that there's some sort of catastrophe. I just need to.
Who said anything about a catastrophe? Things are fine.
Exactly. Everything's under control.
Right.
I just need to know how the people in charge are going to decide before these decisions are made.
It's got that. You know how things work here.
Mhm.
You're right. You make a call to schedule a hearing for a committee, and you need a quorum, and you need a 7/3 vote, and blah blah blah, all that stuff. All the it's the home of red tape. That's how it's gonna go. So what you got here?
Are there any committees that have been meeting recently?
As well, we've urban planning's been doing some stuff recently.
Mm-hmm.
We're and I think you're probably aware that like the highways have something to do.
Oh yeah.
Because you're cognizant of like the magical stuff. So like the highways, we're always working on those, making sure they're all good to go.
Mm-hmm. New
that's-
construction projects?
lot of maintenance, making sure everything's up to snuff.
Mhm.
You know, we don't want to cause any issues with everybody's commute or anything like that. They've got everything pretty well lined out, so nothing too big or new. Just a lot of maintenance, a lot of careful on the perimeter. Probably gonna be a lot of might catch some traffic soon.
Cool. Should I maybe make a move here?
Yeah. So you trying to
Mhm.
trying to pull something more out from him.
Yeah, I think I'm angling for my arcane detective move.
Got it. Okay.
I'm
Cool. So,
interviewing a knowledgeable NPC while pursuing the arcane. right?
totally. Tell us about that.
So I will roll with mind, and then on a hit, they will offer me a concrete lead, an important location, supplier, or tome, by choice.
Got it. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, woohoo.
Totally. Yep.
All right. So, he's going to offer me a concrete lead, and on a 10 plus, I already have a connection in my arcane network that allows me to make good on this info.
Got it.
So I think the obvious thing to me would be the thing I'm kind of angling for is he would spill what the Yoshida sisters are looking for, right?
Okay.
Because they asked me to keep a lookout for something.
Got it.
There's
Totally.
a connection in the arcane network. I'd like to make good on this, right?
Totally. Let's see. So, are you going for location,
Mhm.
supplier, or tome?
I'm kind of leaning towards important location. Again, I'm
Sure.
not entirely sure what it is that the Yoshida sisters are after, but if he's in urban planning, I figure
Totally.
the important information he's going to have is about like, oh yeah, we're going to like put a new highway through here, or we're going to rezone this neighborhood or something like,
Yeah. Totally.
like citywide feng shui kind of stuff.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And so he's like,
yeah.
yeah. So you're like still trying to pull something out of him, and he's just like staring at that jar of stuff,
Mhm.
and just like, fine. And he like,
yeah.
he like his desk is like fairly messy, and so he kind of like swipes a bunch of papers away, and then there's a map of the city
Mhm.
like that he's got, kind of like planner, like a big desk planner size map of the city on his
Yeah.
desk right now. And so he like does some like things and like whispers something, and like the city, like the highway is kind of like light
Mhm.
to show like the ley line stuff going on, and he points here, I'll bring us on the map to that section.
Perfect.
So he like points here
Yeah.
and here, that kind of intersection of highways next to the airport, and then the one that's
Mhm.
right above Robin's territory there, right above Conley, where the 675 and the 285 meet.
Yeah.
We're really working on these two sections because we just want to make sure they're good to go for.
Mhm.
We don't want any trouble there. We don't want anybody messing with how things are working there.
So I got another move question here. If he's got like a map of the planned development,
Yeah.
is this something I could roll to appraise? Is this? I'm not trying to appraise the map itself, but the highway network is an arcane object.
Yeah.
Can I try to figure out what that's about?
Let's see. When you praise an arcane object, totally. Yeah. His weird enchanted map is totally an arcane object.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. I'm thinking more about the highway than the map.
Okay.
Because like the highway network is also a really big arcane object.
Sure.
right?
Sure. Yeah. Totally.
What I really am hoping to is get what secrets or powers does this object contain, and figure out what they're trying to do by.
Got
the
it.
highway
Yeah.
network. Yeah.
And I think basically like his map, like you can get a good sense of the highways and how the ley lines are like kind of working. This map is basically the map is like connected to those ley lines, so like their
Mhm.
state would be represented on this map. So you can you can totally get a sense of that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is like it sounds like they're trying to do something to these ley lines. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna
totally.
shift them or energize them or move them or something, right? And I'm trying to figure out what.
Sure thing.
All right.
Partial
All right.
success.
Cool. Well, that's exactly what I need. I get to ask one question, and it would be, what secrets or powers does this object contain? What's the big secret?
I ask one. So, what secrets or powers does this object contain? Got it. So, yeah. So he's like he's turned on this map, and you can see like the ley lines and their representation on this thing, and you see so you're like when you look like get a close look at those spots that he pointed out. I think what you notice is the other, because basically all of like any intersection of highways, there's like almost like a circle-ish thing where like that the lines of the highway kind of go within it, and like most of them around the city, like I would say, one sec, let me check a thing to be sure what I'm saying is true. Okay. But yeah, most of them are like stable. Like they're not like wavering. They're very set. The two that he's pointed out are like almost like faltering or something. Like they're not like broken or like falling apart, but like it's kind of like when you see a road that hasn't been worked on in a while, like there's like potholes or like cracks and stuff. It's almost like that, but in this, like you can see like chunks missing out of it, and like there's like it like you like stare at it for a second, and you just like kind of see like the occasional like thing where where the lights will flicker a little bit. Like it's still there and it's holding, but like you can see like there's like something going on with it where like I don't know if it's like damage or just it needs to be or like you said, it just needs to be maintained. But yeah, there's something going on with those two, like where they're not as stable as the other connections.
Yeah, it sounds like someone's messing with it and they don't want to let on that there's a problem. Right?
Yeah, that's a totally valid like thing to think, like because he's also being very wishy-washy about like he's told you that they're working on it, but like he's very wishy-washy about the actual reason behind it.
Yeah, exactly. He keeps saying like, "Oh, everything's under control.
Everything's fine. We're just doing some maintenance. We just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Not a problem. What's in your jar?"
Yeah. Cool. Well, it sounds like I've got what I needed. So yeah, maybe I just like slide the jar across the desk.
Cool.
Like,
yeah. So
I think you're really gonna like this one.
What is in the jar? Is it like just like the weird Bezor stuff? Or is it
I think it's like some piece of floating hairy matter in like a greenish, like one of those specimen jars that would have like a preserved animal or something in it.
Okay. Gross. Yeah. So he like
and
he pulls it over and opens it. And then he pulls out he like reaches in like a bottom drawer and like he digs for a second and pulls out this like thing. It almost looks like a very big pipe. And so he it's kind of like a like the spout or like the smoke where you would inhale is like kind of normal size, but like the container at the end is very like weirdly big. And so he just like opens the jar, puts his hand in and takes the thing and just starts jamming it into the end of this thing.
Cool. And I think while you do that, like Lionel's getting up to leave.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
you enjoy that.
Yeah. So you catch him at like at the very end, just kind of like flick his hands underneath it and like start the whatever runes are on it that start like sucking the magical energy out of it, and he just like takes a big drag and like like snaps his fingers and the rune closes to let you out. And like, all right, thanks, buddy. Shut the door, please, when you leave.
All right, yeah, I will shut the door behind me.
Okay.
And stride off out of the scene, I think.
Awesome, cool.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Does Lionel know where Robin's territory is?
I think so. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, I would kind of think so.
Okay, cool.
I was kind of figuring we worked together before, like.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have debts on you, right? So
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm probably going to show up to talk to you about this kind of stuff.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Very, very cool. So after that scene, Alice is also ready to come in. So I think we're going to go to break for just a few minutes, bring her in, and then we can come back
Sounds
in
good.
for some more play to find out the perimeter. We'll be break. I'll put on some music and see you in just a few minutes.
Sweet.
Bye.